Have you ever been curious about how they're made or wanted to make Christmas stars? Well, today that's what we're doing. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Stay tuned because I'm going to show you how easy it is. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it. And welcome to all of my new friends. There have been quite a few of you in recent days. And welcome back to all of my longtime friends. Thank you so much for the wonderful support that you show to me each and every day. You've probably seen 3D Christmas stars like this in the store, made out of tin, made out of other items, chipboard, cardboard, various items. Well, today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to take some of your beautiful paper and make these stars yourself. So once we go through the process of making this, you can play around with various sizes. Today we're going to make a star that's 8 by 8, and it's a very nice star, and you can make these to set them out on the mantle. You can make them as centerpieces. You can make Christmas garland out of these stars. You can even make these as ornaments for your Christmas tree. But now let's flip to the overhead camera so that I can give you a closer look at this one, and y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here is that fabulous Christmas star. I made this using 2 pieces of 8 by 8. That's all that we're going to need, some 8 by 8 and some adhesive, and you're done. It's very, very simple. On mine, I went along the edges and I accented everything with gold ink because I wanted to give it a very rustic look. But y'all, this is a 3D star. We can set it out like that. There are so many different ways that you can use these. If you've ever wondered how to make it, here's how you do it. So the only time that we're going to need our trimmer is to cut the paper down. And I have a piece of 12 by 12 and I'm going to cut this to 8 by 8. So if you already have 8 by 8s, great. If you have 8.5 by 11, you simply need to cut it to 8 by 8. And you're going to need 2 pieces of 8 by 8. And I'm using this beautiful Christmas paper from Anna Griffin. Now this paper is several years old, and if you check Anna Griffin's website, you might find some paper similar to this on that site, but it's double-sided. You don't need a double-sided paper. I like to use double-sided because we're going to have this exposed and I want it to have some color. So I am going to zoom in so that you can see what I'm doing. Y'all, this is going to be very, very simple. We're going to take our 2 pieces of paper and we simply need to fold them so that the ends meet. And then crease it. Then we're going to take it and fold it in the opposite direction so that the ends meet. And crease it. It's a nice medium weight, bordering on heavyweight, but this will work for the project. So let's go ahead and do this one. So we're going to take it, get our ends to match, and crease, and then we'll take it and fold it this way, getting the ends to match, and then we crease. This is not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it will be pretty. So now that we have our 2 pieces like this, we're going to take point to point and match it. So take this point, fold it over to this one, and match it, and then crease. And then we'll take this point, fold it over to this one, match it, and crease. And so when you turn it this way, you're going to see that you have a series of creases. We'll do it again with this one. So we've already folded it this way and this way. Now we're going to take the points, this point to this point, And then we'll turn it, and we'll take this point to this point. Increase. All right, so now I'm going to need my ruler, because what I'm going to do is, with it squared like this and facing me, I'm going to start with my original scores that I made this way and this way. So when I fold it this way and I fold it this way, I have a line running here and a line running here. This is what we work with. You don't work with the lines that are on your points. So just don't do anything with those. So I'm going to bring in my ruler, and I am going to make a mark on that score at 1.5. So I'm going to go up 1.5 inches and make a mark. Then I'll turn it around to the other side and do the same thing. You see my points, I'm not doing anything with those points. So I'm going to make my marks, and I'm making these marks darker than I normally would so that you can see them. And I'm making them in pen. It's not going to hurt anything. So again, we put it on the score mark and we make that mark. And then we turn around to this side, set it at 1.5 on the score mark, and make a mark. So you can see my points are here, and on both sides of the point, that's where I made my pin mark. I'm going to do it here as well, so you can see how the square is facing me. That's what you want. And then you're just going to take your ruler position it at 1.5 and score, or make a mark. Make a mark. And just keep turning it. Don't do anything with those points yet. And make your mark at 1.5. Now, if you are playing around with different sizes of stars, the higher up you go, then you need to increase this. So for my 8x8, I did 1.5. If you're going to make it larger, then you'll need to play around with your mark here to see how much higher you need to go. So you might need to take it from 1.5 to 1 3/4 to 2, depending on the size that you're working with. So now I'm going to take my finger blade. Let's go up to the top of that mark and cut straight down. We do this on both pieces. We just cut straight down. And then I'll do it on this piece as well. Go up to that mark and cut straight down. So what you have are these pieces here. You have them sectioned off like this. Y'all, what we're going to do now is going to be very simple, but I think that I will zoom in just a little more so that you can see what I'm doing here. So all we're going to do is take this point and we bring it over to the score mark here. And then we just sort of fold it to a point down here. And now I'm just going to crease it. So all I did was I took this point and I folded it over to my line, and then I creased it, and you're going to have a triangle that looks like this. So we do this all the way around. So I'm going to take this point, we're going to fold it over until I meet that line. And then I'll crease like that. Do this all the way around. Your points won't be perfect. Mine never are, but they are good enough. And then we just fold this over. And your piece will look like this. Now we just do the same thing in this direction. So for me, I just like to follow the direction before I move over to the other side. So I am just putting that down like that. Then I'll take this point and we can just bring it over. Get that nice and stuck. Let's take this one. Get it nice and stuck. And let's take this one. Fold it over. And get it flattened out. So there's 1/2 of the star. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with this one. So again, we're going to take this point, fold it over to the middle, that line, and crease. Go around and do the same thing all the way around. We're just folding over to meet the score mark, and then we crease. Same thing here. And crease. And then we're doing this one, and we crease. So now we just go in the opposite direction. We're going to take this one, fold it over to meet that one, and we crease. Do the same thing with this one, fold it over to meet that, and we crease. Same thing here, we take this to meet this one, and we crease. And then we take this one to meet this one, and we crease. So we now have our pieces. I am going to bring in my tape, and I'm going to place some tape right in here. So I'll just go along my pieces and place tape. You can do this with glue as well if you want. I'm just using tape because it'll go pretty quickly. So let's just get that tape on the inside there. And then I'm going to take some tape, and we're going to put some tape on the outer flap. So that's how my taped piece looks. I have a piece on the inside and then a piece on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and tape this piece, and I'll be right back. All right, so I have both of my pieces taped. All we're going to do is peel away the tape backers from one of the points, and then we take it, fold it like this, and simply fold it over. And then I'll go in and help that stick. That's all that we do. So I am going to peel away the tape backers from this point and the inside of the point. And then we take this, let's squeeze it to close it. And then we just bring that point over to overlap with that one. And then I can go on the inside and get it stuck. So let's peel away. peel away. Take this piece and fold it over this piece and get it stuck. It really is as simple as what I'm doing here. And we'll end up with two pieces that we then join together. So I'll peel away the tape backer from this piece. We're going to take this, fold it over, and get it stuck. And then you're going to have a funky little star shape. Now we take shape number 2, peel away, and stick. And let's go on the inside and get it stuck. And we just do this, going all the way around, getting everything nice and stuck. And let's fold over. Peel away this piece. And peel away this piece. And now we can get the final piece stuck. Let's go on the inside. So now we have our two pieces, and we'll be joining these pieces together like this. So you're going to take one, it'll be positioned this way. You'll take one and put it on top. So I am waiting on my hot glue gun to heat, and that's how I'm going to hold mine in place with hot glue. You can use glue or you can use glue dots, whichever one is going to work for you. But you can see that we're going to have a very beautiful Christmas star when we're done. Now here on this end, I wanted to point this out because my point is not exactly perfect or pointy as it should be, and that's okay. When I was folding over my pieces, obviously I wasn't quite exact, and that's okay because it's handcrafted, but I think that this is going to be a beautiful Christmas star to go along with the other one. All right, so now I'm going to add some hot glue, and I am just going to take a little bit of hot glue, put some right there, and some right there. And then I'm going to take this and try to get it in the hot glue. I'm not always great with that placement, but I think that that's going to be pretty good. So let's hold that in place for just a moment. Then I'm going to see if I can tuck in just a little bit of hot glue right there. There aren't too many places where you're going to be able to add adhesive, so you have to find a little tuck spot where the two pieces are touching each other. And you can get that glue in there. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of hot glue, put it right there, and I am going to add one of my little flat back pearls. I didn't have any gold ones, so I just decided to go with the natural pearl color. And y'all, that's it. That's really all you have to do. If you want to, you can take an ink pad and just go along just a little bit to add some more gold pop. I'm going to go ahead and just add a pearl on the back as well. So no matter how this might end up, you'll have that pearl on there. So here is my second Christmas star. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to bring the other one back in so that you can see just how well these actually play off of one another. You can make these in a variety of colors as well as a variety of sizes. Just find some paper that you like and play around with even sizes. So if you do 4x4, 6x6, 8x8, 10x10, just make sure that you have a square to start with, and you'll be able to make these gorgeous. Christmas stars to fit your home decor. So, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed today's super awesome and super easy way to make Christmas stars. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do and this is how we do it. And I would love to have you subscribe. So hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my beautiful handcrafty friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.